Hello, vinyl community. This is Steve, the eclectic record collector, with my response to A for Alice, B for Bob, C for Contest. Does jazz suck? Well, pretty much all the records you see behind me are jazz. Now, I have lots of rock and various other genres, but this is a fair amount of my jazz collection. So, yeah, jazz does not suck for me. But there's five reasons why I want to say that jazz does not suck. I'll keep this relatively short. Now, I could go on for quite a while, and I will possibly make another video of a longer nature, but to get this into the contest in a reasonably short time, I'm going to do a quickie here, okay? Reason number one, okay, value. Any given jazz record, let's reach back here and grab one. This is Mode for Joe. This is a original Blue Note mono recording. Okay, can you see that? All right, now I'm not talking about monetary value so much in that every song on this record, every tune, everything like that is, to me, just fantastic. I can listen to this whole all the way through, both sides, no problem. There's no hit songs, so to speak. Most of the people I know who are into jazz, it's like, hey, let's listen to Joe Henderson or let's listen to these guys. People I know into rock and pop and things like that. Oh, could you play this track? Well, I want to hear this track. You know, it's like there's an album, but there's only like a few things on it that really mean anything. So I think you get more value if you're into jazz. You're going to get more music for the money you pay for it. Okay, that's number one. Number two, a total lack of earworms. I mean, there may be jazz vocals, but they're going to be embellished and improvised on. It's not just singing the song that will just get stuck in your head, and I just really just don't like that. So for me, the complexity and the length of these songs make them more enjoyable to me, because I don't, my mind is freed up after listening to it. I don't have to keep coming back to it. Okay, that's number two. Number three, better sound. Jazz records, like Blue Notes, had a run of maybe 5,000, which is not like 5 million, like a typical rock record. So the master tapes, the plates, the discs, they don't get worn out as much. So you can reissue these like long down the road, and they still sound really good because they just didn't make a whole lot of them. So you get a better sound quality. And since music is made out of sound, the better the sound quality, to me, the better the music. All right? Number four, internationality. Jazz, because it's mostly instrumental, you can have musicians from all over the world playing jazz. They all understand what's going on. You can have jazz from Japan, jazz from France, jazz from Poland, jazz from Russia, all jazz. It gets around. It's kind of a universal idiom, okay? Just pick up the instruments and get going, all right? All right, number five. The main reason that I think jazz doesn't suck, at least not for me, is because it's music that plays outside the box. For example, driving in the car with my wife's mother, and I put on some jazz. Okay, I don't remember exactly what it was. It may have been something, here's a Red Allen, All Stars, and they're going to play I Got the World on a String. Okay, well-known tune, and I put it on CD. And Faith, my wife's mother's name, I listened to it for a little while. And she says, "Why don't they just play the damn song?" So rather than explain to her that, well, the reason why they don't is sort of like, having a Ferrari and only being able to go 15 miles an hour in a school zone, or anywhere else. You just can't. You're just limited. You're just so limited. You have all this power and talent and things you can do, but you can't go anywhere with it. So rather than explain that to her, I just put a Mitch Miller CD on, and she was much happier. So the other kind of box is that most rock and pop and a lot of jazz is in 4/4 time. 4 beats, 4 quarter note beats per measure. And an interesting thing about 4/4 time, a friend of mine once told me about a class he had where the professor got up and played some music, okay, various time signatures, 3/2, 5/4, 7/8, whatever, various time signatures. And he asked students to come up to the front and hold their arm out. Hold their arm out and keep it rigid, okay? And he'd play these various, musics, okay? But when he played the music with, 4/4 time, he could push their arm down. Couldn't do it on any other time signature, they could keep that arm up. He could push on it, keep it up, but at 4/4 time, he'd push it right down. Something about 4/4 time that it has some natural, synchronization with our bodies and things like that. So a lot of mainstream music, a lot of pop, a lot of rock, just 4/4 time. It's a box, 4/4 time. Jazz doesn't always go 4/4 time. Sometimes they're going to play around with it. They're going to improvise. They're going to embellish. They're going to step outside the box, outside the structure. Okay, and for me, that's it's freeing. I mean, there's free jazz, and that pretty much dispenses with all 4 legs of the box. There's a more internal sort of felt thing. It's still kind of natural. I mean, if you think of free jazz as just kind of extraneous noise or unstructuredness, it's not really true. It reminds me often of if you walk into a forest and you hear, animals, birds, wind, and you hear all these sounds, and you think, well, it's not structured, but it is. All that stuff got there because of an inherent sort of structure. One thing leads to another. There's structure there. It's not chaos. So I enjoy being freed up from having to stay inside the lines, having to have the same thing, repeat 3 or 4 times in a song. It's it's freeing. So that's my 5 reasons for why I think jazz doesn't suck. So I hope this might encourage you to explore some more jazz, because I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing, jazz. Thank you.